Here we go. We're going to go for a little ride down the canals of Bangkok towards the Bangkok area of Bangkok. So, as the title would suggest, there's no room for error when you are riding down these canal paths, and they're quite thin, so it's quite difficult when other bikes are approaching, especially if they're big bikes like mine is. But it's quite difficult to get two bikes past, but you end up being precariously on the edge. Crap, die crap, crap from crap. So this one's not too bad because you've got the railing here, stopping you from going in the drink on the left. But quite often I think, oh, it's got his big postal bags. Crap. Okay, crap. Okay, die crap. Okay, crap. So there you go. It can be quite difficult. So so you see, here's someone's little boat here. We're going down the canals. Now, before the roads were put in around Bangkok, these canals were the main means of transportation. So what you'll find is there's many of these. Look, there's all houses. It's lined with little houses, and there's little villages that are just off all these canals. And they're inaccessible by car. I mean, you can't get in there by car. You can only get in there by bike. So what happens is, the people who live here, if you want to move, or you want to move in or out, they have a trolley. Every little village has a municipal. It has somebody in charge and that, and they have a little municipal cab that you can go to, and they have a trolley that you can come and borrow, which you can load up your sofa and your fridge, freezer, what have you. You can load it all up, and pull it down these little pathways. But you can't get a truck down there, you can't get a car, no cars or anything. Motorbike is your limit. So what I'll do is I'll go and have a drive around one of these typical little, not right now, I'm just going down these paths, but I'm heading towards Bangkok. So what I'll do is I'll go and show you around one of these villages that just have these paths, no roads. But they're quite pleasant. I love, I can get pretty much anywhere around my local area going down these paths, and you can avoid the main roads and all the traffic. The traffic in Bangkok can be, let's be kind and say, terrible. Horrendous. That's being kind. But, oh, there you go, you gotta be careful on those. But this is a new pathway, this. If you look, there's old little pathways that lead off to people's houses. Many of the traditional wooden houses still, and you've got a little path like this with your gates going in, and so yeah, these were the main means of transportation, these canals, because roads are relatively the new thing in Thailand. Well, not that the roads are relatively new. It's most people had boats. They didn't have cars. It's still sort of considered in Thailand. I've had students say to me when they've turned up late for a lesson, I've had them say to me that, well, I've said to them, why are you late? And they're saying the traffic's busy. Let's have a little look down here. Saying the traffic's really busy. So sorry I'm like 30 minutes late, 40 minutes late. So I would say, like, you should get a bike, you know, to get around quickly. And the response generally is only poor people ride bikes. So here's one. What I mean is these are just houses here. There's no road. There's just this thin little path to get everything in, and then this turns. Probably not a dead end. You can probably drive down there, but I'll tell you what. I'll have a drive down it. It looks like somebody's house. I don't want to drive down that one in case I'm breaking some unwritten rule. But I'm pretty sure I won't be. But I'm not going to go down that one. I'll take you to a little village. But I quite like it, you know. I go for a beer down from there. It's, you know, they tend to be like poor areas, these as well. You know, but I go for drinks down there because the people seem to be really welcoming and pleasant. You know, they're nice, pleasant people. You know? I have heard in the past, like, you know, the poorest in society tend to be the most friendliest and welcoming and generous people you come across. So I find that true. I find that quite true. Although I know I have quite a few wealthy friends who are also generous. Pleasant. So here you are. So what you'll find as well is a lot of these canalways, there's temples. There are temples on the canals. So in the old days, you know, you'd get in your boat and cruise on down to the temple, because there are a lot of religious days, temple days. In fact, we come to this one sometimes. For Loi Krathong, which is a festival, a yearly festival in Thailand. Oh, there's some flowers in the water, offering merit making and making offerings. You know. I don't think I know that much about it all to explain it well to you. I'll let you all do your own research on that. So here we are. This is a precarious path, you know, so as the title suggests, one mistake and you're a goner. What I have noticed about these paths, is quite funny lately, is you get grab drivers and the local delivery drivers, and they start bibbing at you, or in a hurry down. They fly down these paths. It's unbelievable. You know, speeds I wouldn't even contemplate. So yeah, I'm going to pull in here. Right. So if you ever are down these canalways and you fancy doing any fishing, it's forbidden to fish anywhere near a temple. So whatever you do not go fishing near a temple. But somewhere like here is fine. I've seen people yeah. So if you have a look at these, it's all put down. There's somebody's house there, and they built these wooden benches to come and sit out here. Look, some kids over there having a swim in the canal water. A guy on his boat. Oh! Good talk, crab. Die, crab. Okay, crab. So, motorcycle taxi. So there, yeah, we got kids. They're swimming, having a swim in the canal there. And a lot of people believe that these canals are like seriously polluted, but I drive down them often, and there's always kids swimming in them, you know, so 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 let's carry on. So I wouldn't personally, I wouldn't go for a swim in there, but you know, a lot of people do. Some guys across the way there hanging out, having a beer, or having some Lao Cow, local rice whiskey. So to me, this is like, I love whenever I'm bored at home, or when I get out and about, I come cruising and exploring these little back ways, little back canal ways and pathways. I haven't fallen in yet, so I say yet because never say never. Yeah, it only takes one mistake. But I've lived in Bangkok for 10 years now, and I've always ridden a bike daily, every day. In fact, I've ridden my bike all over Thailand. You know, I've been so far as like Nong Khai and Lao on the bike with the wife on the back. You know, we go to the islands like Koh Chang, Koh Samet on the bike, Pattaya, Hua Hin. You know, my older brother lives in Khon Kaen, which is in the north of Thailand, so I have a ride. That's a 7-hour ride, so you don't see my brother. You know, but sometimes we'll go. I like getting out and riding on the bike. They do say, you know, I get a lot of Thais that say to me, oh, be careful riding your bike, the roads are dangerous. But I don't find them dangerous. You know, I can see why so many people die on them, and there are so many accidents. There are reasons, I won't go into all that, you know, but there are many reasons, but as long as you have certain things like situational awareness, you know, where are your surroundings, you know, and you're a competent bike rider, you should be fine. I mean, I've got lots of friends, Western friends here that ride bikes, and they don't ever have a problem. So, but yeah, they're really interesting, these waterways. I'm going to be buying a boat soon to go further exploring, because there are quite a lot of them. But oh, here we go. Here we are. I've got to get on the outside here. So, grab. There you go. I made that one. You've got to hang on the edge with your bike, and my bike's really heavy too. So, you've got to be a little bit careful. Cup and cup. So yeah, I mean, there's people will lean over to the side and we can get past here, so it's not really a problem. Here you'll see lots of piers like this here, so you can get river boats from here. This is like, this river boat goes from like goes all the way from like the Jal Praya to you know, past Bang Khe and Bang Bon, Nong Kem areas. Yep. So they're very cheap and expensive taxis, basically. Quite quick as well. So, a great way, it's relatively easy to avoid the traffic in Bangkok. You just need to get off the roads, you know, and it's not so easy to learn at first how these boats work, their timetables, you know, because all the signs are in Thai, sorry, and that, but once you get the hang of it, you know, once you just, it's like with anything, You know, you just got to dive in. Just like learning the language, you know, like learning Thai. You know, if you never talk to anyone in Thai, you know, if you're scared, you have fear of talking, if you never try communicating, then you'll never learn. You know, sometimes you've just got to be like scared because you don't know what they're saying. But it's the only way you'll learn. Right, so I'll stop rubbing it on for a minute. Right, so I'll take you to this area then. That is just basically, it's just a village off the canal with no roads or anything. Most people would say it's a ghetto, but there are worse areas, so I don't think it is a ghetto. Okay, so let's go over to that area. So here we go. Here's one of those areas I was talking about. There's no roads in, no roads out. Only these little canal paths. So hopefully I don't get attacked by a dog like I did last time I was down here. But there's a drop on either side of it. They don't put any safety things up or anything. You know, this is where the poorer people tend to live. And my friend used to rent a house just down here. So I'll show you actually. Very cheap. So it was down here. See if we can get down. So there you go, it's a dead end. So my friend used to rent this house on the left here for 4,000 baht a month, believe it or not. But if you look at it, look at all the trash. Look at all the trash. They do actually come and clean all this trash out, but in the poorer places of Thailand, they have a habit of just throwing the trash on the floor and cleaning it up, I don't know, once every now and then. I've got to back out of there real careful. You can see all the trash there. So the municipal will come and clear all that out. I've been to these villages and I've asked where I can throw some trash, and I've been told just throw it on the floor. So which obviously I went through when I was growing up. I went through a Keep Britain Tidy campaign which taught us not to throw your trash on the floor, you know, dispose of it. But yeah, there's another little soy things. All these houses are made of wood. They're all wooden houses. So you can see there, all little wooden houses. So like I said before, this is one of the carts, this cart here. If you want to move, that's what you load. Oh, let's sort my camera out there. Let's sort this camera out. Things all over the place. So if you want to move, that trolley there is what you load all your furniture on to move out, or to get down these pathways with it all. But if you look here, that's all they're all made of wood. So I think what it is then what they're made of wood because I don't think they're actually legal settlements. I'm not too sure about that, you know. I think they're made of wood, so it can just be taken down if you're told to move on, you know. But I'm probably not the expert to know about all that. But this would be considered a ghetto, but there are worse. There are far worse. Look, here's one. Looks like an abandoned one. Yeah, abandoned one there, full of trash, tin roof, tin house. I know you could probably rent that for £1,000 a month. So look, there are more houses down there. So this is the entrance to other houses. Oh, the dogs are coming out. I actually like, I think they have character, these little areas, and the people are just lovely, you know. So I've never had any problem in these areas, you know. Obviously a lot of people don't like them. So here we are, a bit of jungle. So this is probably where you're going to find centipedes, snakes, things like that. Centipedes, Thai is called a decab. Wow, I had a house not too far from here. Oh, sort my camera out again. I had a house not too far from here, and oh, every day there was giant centipedes in the house. You know, you get out of bed to go to the toilet at 3 o'clock in the morning, and you're almost stepping on a giant centipede. Oh god, it's a dead end. So people houses. So I don't know if these are legal settlements or illegal, or I don't know the actual setup. I'm just showing you around. I'm only the tour guide here. Well, no, I'm not the tour guide actually. That's illegal for me to do in Thailand. I'm just showing you around. So don't take my word on any legalities here in Thailand. It's all foreign to me. It's all foreign. So can I turn around there? Yeah, I can, and it goes down. So something's stopping me. Might have to get off and do this actually. Right. Emergency action required. So I'm gonna turn it around like this. Oh, I need to get a smaller bike. Bump it around. Yep, a smaller bike is needed if you live down one of these areas. So like I said, I mentioned I'd show you around one of these little areas off the canals. So, but Bangkok, you know, they're all over. You'll find a canal and you'll find little areas like this. And there are some actual houses here that have had a lot of money spent on them doing them. You know, they're like palaces. Whether that's the local master's house, I don't know. So yeah, you've got to be really careful riding down these paths. these guys. If you see, everyone's got little bikes. There's that trolley again for moving home. This stop. Oh. Yeah, here's someone. They're actually building a concrete house. Oh, Cap. They're actually building a new concrete house here. Can you see? So, someone investing. They probably bought the plot. There again. I haven't got a clue what I'm talking about. Oh, sorry. Okay, crap. Okay. So like I said, this area would be considered a ghetto, but there are worse, believe me. But I know what you're thinking. Oh, show us around some, Brian. Might do one day. No, I'll just sit back down. Okay. That's the things, like, it's really easy to get lost in these places too. You start going down these little streets, you can end up anywhere, and it's like mazes, some of them. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed the little tour around the canals of Bangkok. So it's Baldy Brian checking out from the back streets somewhere in Thailand.